Good morning, Unity of Sarasota. Boy, it's great. You got a lot of people. We're going to shine like the whole universe is inside of us, and it is. So just shine like the whole universe is inside of you, because it is. Lead me to the light. Lead me to the light. Help me to make it through. Lead me to the light. Make my eyes to see all that I can be. Help me to see it through. Lead me into the light. Turn my night to day. Take my breath away. Help me to be renewed. Lead me to the light. Susie Shadle, Reverend Susie, on the flute. Reverend Susie. You're in a good mood today. I can see that right now. Would you like a nice microphone? I bet you would like a nice microphone. In the meantime.
You know, the church I started in Seattle, the first birthday that I had there, they gave me a new microphone that was really wonderful. I have a birthday this week, so just saying. See, this is where you get a sneak peek at the behind the scenes. I'm thinking of starting a reality TV show called Real Worship, where you find out what really goes on at church. No, this kind. Thank you. There we go. Let's see. We're going to see the magic of batteries. We'll see if that really works. I kind of feel like you're in my bedroom watching me get dressed or something, but Rob Satori.
Susan Shea. You just edit that part out, that whole section,
Yeah,
and we'll start.
editor.
Now. Cut.
Okay,
Turn it.
so erase, 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 total do-over, pretend like I just walked up. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Reverend Dr. Susie Shadle, and I invite you to Unity of Sarasota, where something crazy and wacky is happening apparently today. So, but there's all kinds of good stuff that happens here at Unity of Sarasota, not just on Sunday mornings, but pretty much every day and almost every evening of the week. So stay tuned, because this is a place where it is all happening. I'm starting to hear people out, when I'm grocery shopping saying, hey, I hear something good is going on at Unity of Sarasota. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's what I like to hear. So don't deprive yourself by not coming to all the things that we have. In fact, I want to tell you, last night we had a Kirtan Fest here, and we had hundreds of people coming through here last night, hundreds of people. And it was a benefit for Mothers Helping Mothers. And I think we probably collected somewhere between $2,000 and $2,500 for Mothers Helping Mothers. It's one of the good things that happens here. So, and there's more. Unity of Sarasota is a beacon of light and love, opening minds, touching hearts, and transforming lives. I'm going to ask you to say that with me, please, because it's you. It's you that is all of that vision statement, and you are the ones that bring it to life. So let's own it. Together, we are a beacon of light and love, opening minds, touching hearts, and transforming lives. It's who we are individually, and collectively we magnify that possibility. We are an inclusive spiritual community that embraces life-affirming and empowering practical spirituality for richer living right here and right now in our lives. And we join with our unity movement worldwide in creating a world that works for all. And we're a big part of that. Unity of Sarasota is a big part of helping to create a world that works for all. And that's you. That's you making that happen. Own that as well and carry it out into the world everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. You're the beacon. You are the beacon. If you happen to be a guest or a newcomer here this Sunday for the first time, would you please stand and remain standing for just a moment? We like to find out where people visit us from. Great. And we have a gift for you. Our board member on duty today is Bruce McLaughlin. He's bringing you a gift. It's a shell necklace, indicative of all the beautiful beaches here in Florida, each shell representing the love that we are individually, and when we string it together into a necklace, we become a community of love, and now you're a part of that community. He's also handing you a packet of information that tells you a little bit more about Unity of Sarasota and Unity in general. There's a welcome card clipped to it. We'd love it if you'd fill that out and put it either in one of the offering baskets or in Fellowship Hall. Go to the red umbrella welcome table where Bruce will be, and you can ask all kinds of questions and get to know us a little bit, and we'd like to get to know you a little bit so that we can all support one another in our journeys. So thank you for being here. We're going to go around and find out where you're visiting from. How about we start right here? Puerto Rico. All right. Excellent. And she's very smart. She immediately put the necklace on, which you're going to want to do because it gives you first-in-line privileges with hospitality in the fellowship hall. So you get to cut the line. And there's homemade birthday cake today. Homemade birthday cake today. All right. And let's go right back here in the far back in the white and blue. Milwaukee. All right. Welcome. Welcome to a little bit of warmth. And how about in the purple in the back? Yes, you. Williamsburg, Virginia. Oh my God. That is one of my favorite places on earth. I almost went to college there, William and Mary. I had my whole life planned, and then they had something else planned at William and Mary. They wanted a football player instead of me. So I tried to tell them I play football, so, oh well. So welcome. Thanks for being here. And how about in the blue just in front? Yes, you. Excellent. Where are you? Hope, New Jersey. We like that name. Yay. Welcome. And how about here? Chicago. All right. The Windy City. All right. And how about over here, this triumvirate here? Port Charlotte. Yeah. Port Charlotte and Sarasota. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And how about here? St. Louis, Missouri. All right. Wow. This is great. Welcome. And you get to sit for the rest of the service.
I think you...
Until I tell you to stand up again, so you may be seated. Thank you so much for being here. We're thrilled to have you with us.
I think you missed a few in the back. There's two by the thermostat. Did we get those?
Yes.
Two? Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah.
And I missed it then.
They're from Milwaukee.
No, that's the Milwaukee bunch. Okay.
Right?
Gotcha.
Milwaukee. All right. I also want to welcome all of you who are here in person, even though you're not your first timers. So welcome to all of you. And we want to welcome our folks on the live stream on our website, unityofsarasota.org. Hey, guys. We can feel your energy coming to us. Just know that if you need to miss an in-person service, you can jump on our website, unityofsarasota.org, go to the Services tab, and scroll down to the service you'd like to watch live, or you can scroll down to a service that you want to watch recorded. You can also go to our Facebook page and our YouTube page to catch the services as well. We did that during COVID. Thank God we had all that opportunity to stay connected. And we keep it going so that if you need to miss being here, you don't have to miss anything. And while I'm at it, I want to thank Laurel Rund, who has been largely responsible for making sure that we're connected through our website and all those other things. Thank you, Laurel. Okay. Got your welcome package. I'm looking at my list of things I got to remember to say. You know what? However you're celebrating with us this morning, whether you're in person or you're online or however you are doing that, know that you are most welcome to be here. And wherever you may be in your spiritual journey, you're welcome to journey with us because you make our journey all the more interesting when we take it together, right? So welcome, welcome, everybody. I also want to check and see, Cheryl, do we have some kids today? We do. There. You want to stand up and tell us your name? Say it again. All right. Hey, welcome. Glad to have you here. Are you gonna go with Cheryl, or are you gonna stay here? You're good. Smart move. I'm gonna go with Cheryl too. All right. Let's bless them before they go. Everybody, ready? We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you, and we see the living Spirit in you. All right, they're going to go off and have some fun. All right. So I have some invitations for your participation. And so we're going to go through these. Our spiritual book group is starting back up on Fridays 10:30 to noon. They're starting this coming Friday with Practical Metaphysics by Eric Butterworth, and anyone is welcome. So just come on Friday morning and hang out with the crew. And I'm here to tell you, in the past, and I suspect it'll happen now, they bring some yummy treats. So if nothing else, even if you haven't read the book, come for the treats. Is that okay that I told them that? Okay. Also, I'm going to invite Tim Spradlin up. He has a very important thing to share with you. Thanks, Tim.
Good morning. Oh, they sound good, don't they? I'm here representing the nominating committee for the Board of Trustees. And, many years ago at Unity of Indianapolis, I attended a class given by Barbara Hearn called Church as a Business. And one thing they taught us specifically is a board of trustees can not only be made up by queen bees, there have to be worker bees. And so if you have an interest in being a member of the board, I think that there's a perception of the level of difficulty. And not that it's some frail feat, it's a lot of work because it's important work. But there are jobs for those who are great at leadership, but there's also many jobs for people who can get things done, people who work behind the scenes, people who can take tasks from beginning, middle, and end. We're looking for you. If you have been a member of Unity of Sarasota or any Unity church in wherever for the last year, please see me after service. Talking to me does not promise that you're going to run, but a conversation would be the first step to that end. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Tim. And Tim, you'll be in Fellowship Hall afterward? Okay, great. So grab your cake and go talk to Tim. All right, Howard Badhand, a Lakota elder, is going to be with us sharing the wisdom of his Lakota tradition, January 13th through the 15th. You'll see flyers around the building. It's on the newsletter, the website, so on and so forth. If you're interested in being part of that, please, Carol, stand up for a moment. Carol's kind of taking charge of this, so she can tell you all about it, and she'll probably talk you into it also, right? All right, I think that's a great opportunity. Also, coming up on the 20th of this month, it's a Friday night, it's one of our Friday night Spirit Expresses. That Friday night, David Roth will be here in concert. We're doing this concert in collaboration with Center for Spiritual Living Cultural Coast. That's Reverend Teresa Fieberts and her community that will be here with us. David Roth is fantastic. He's a great singer-songwriter. He's a wonderful being in the world. He does great work in the world. He was the very first of my musical guests when I started a church in Seattle. Wow. And so it'll be really great to have him here with us. So if you've not heard him, come. If you have heard him, come. If you don't know what you're doing that night, come. If you do know what you're doing, cancel it and come, okay? Have I made myself clear? Okay. He's really great. You'll be glad you did. Also, coming up on the 22nd, we have a very, very full, fun community day on the 22nd. That's a Sunday. We have as our musical guests Herm and Vince. These guys are incredible. Their harmonies are amazing. So you're going to want to hear them at the Sunday service. And we're going to switch it up a little bit. They're going to do a brief concert immediately following the service here in the sanctuary, while Matthew and his team are cranking up the Barbie because we're having a barbecue after the concert. So what we're asking that you do is you bring some side dishes that you want to share, and we've got the meat, all right? So come and let's have some fun, all right? That's the thing I love about Sarasota in the winter. That's when you do the barbecues because it's cool enough to be outside, all right? So I think it'll be part in, part out, whatever. Just come and let's have some fun. We deserve it. Coming up also, since on that very same day, Betty, stand up. Betty leads us always in taking our blood. And I can't think of a better day than the 22nd after we've beefed up on barbecue. So then we can give our blood, right, Betty? That's exactly right. See Betty McQueen, if you are able to give blood, please do. We've always done it well here, and we're really helping people. Thank you, Betty, for taking the lead on that. I'm getting to that. I've thought of everything. I'm getting to it. It's going to be one of the last things they hear so that they remember. I'll get there. New member class. We were going to do it today, but for circumstances beyond anybody's control, that's not happening. So we're actually going to do the new member class. I'll be teaching it along with Matthew and Reverend Amy on February 5th and 12th. If you are interested in becoming a member, please fill out one of these yellow cards, put it in the offering plate, or take it to the welcome table in Fellowship Hall, and they'll make sure that it gets to me. If you are a member or have been a member at another Unity church, you don't need to go to the first session. You can come just to the second session. First session is about Unity in general. Second session is specifically about Unity of Sarasota. So if you're interested, please fill this out and let us know that way, okay? And You know, last week was a big, big day, New Year's Day, kicking off a new year with our burning bowl and our white stone. And so I did not do Birthday Sunday last week. So we're doing Birthday Sunday this week. And Rob,
Yeah.
let's play the birthday and anniversary song.
So those who have a birthday or anniversary, please stand.
Me.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday to us.
An anniversary too.
So we have a tradition here. We have a tradition here. There, on the right-hand pocket of the seat in front of you are some special envelopes. And we encourage you to donate $1 for every year that you're celebrating, whether it's a birthday, your grandkid's birthday, your anniversary of your sobriety day, the anniversary of your marriage, the anniversary of becoming a member here, whatever it is. Anything you could possibly celebrate, do. And put $1 for each year you're celebrating, and that will go to pay for this gorgeous renovated sanctuary that we have. So do that. And I have, one more thing to say about birthdays, because since this is my birthday month as well, and I'm going to be 70 next week. And so I thought, I came up with this, yeah, thank you. She made it. Way back when, I wasn't sure I'd make it to the year 2000, because I was going to be like 49 or something. I thought, oh God, I'll never get that old. Well, here I am, still standing. But I had this wild and crazy idea. I thought, wouldn't it be great to celebrate 70 all year long? I'll kick it off with my birthday, and Unity turns 70 at the end of the year. I thought, wow, we'll bookend it, and we'll just celebrate all year, right? Because, hey, everybody likes a party. And the idea I had, and you'll do with it what you will, I'm suggesting this, that for this year, that we give above and beyond our normal giving in derivatives and multiples of 7. For example, in the month of January, give $7 more than you normally do, okay? In the month of February, do that 2 weeks, $7 more. In the month of March, do it all 4 weeks, $7 more each week. In the month of April, kick it up to 17. In the month, maybe a couple times. In the next month, do 70, then go to 77, then go to 700, and then by the end of the year, you'll all be in December giving $7,000 extra in the month of December. Is that a great idea or what? Where did she come up with this stuff? Yeah. Anyway, play with it. It's fun to play with because it'll expand your own mental equivalent for prosperity and abundance in your life, and certainly for this community. So play with it. Have fun with it. See what you come up with. All right? That's my gift to you for my birthday. All right. Woo! Did I tell you there's a lot going on here? I think I was right. I'm going to ask you to stand up and sing this song with us.
Oh, okay. In this circle of love, in this circle of peace, in this circle of love, in this circle of peace, I feel our unity, love, peace, and harmony. I feel our unity, love, peace, and harmony. In this circle of love, in this circle
Okay. Now that we've had all kinds of excitement, let's bring it in a little bit. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes or cast a soft gaze on the flame of the candle or the beautiful grounds outside, and let's get ourselves fully present in prayer. Relax into your chair. Let whatever's gone before this moment go and be in the present. And the best way to get fully present, take a deep breath to the center of your being. And let that breath of spirit fill your heart. And then release the breath fully. Once again, a deep breath in to the center of your being where spirit resides. Feel that in-breath of spirit inspiration. And then release the breath, symbolically sharing the inspiration you receive from spirit. And a third time, breathe in deeply. And let it gently massage your heart open. And then release the breath fully. And continue breathing in deeply and exhaling fully, knowing that it is a gentle reminder of a constant truth that we are always in the divine flow and circulation of the goodness of God. For we are each individual and powerful expressions of the one. And so we allow ourselves to be fully present in this moment and do our utmost to be present in each moment, because it is in the present moment that we have the power of creation. We have no power in the past. We let it go and bless it. We have no power in the future. It has not yet arrived. We open our arms to welcome it in this present creative moment. This is the time, this is the space in which we co-create with one another and with Father, Mother, God, Spirit. Whatever ideas and creativity that God plants in our minds, our hearts, our souls, we are the hands and heart that bring it forth. We bring it forth. We are co-creative partners with God and one another. So each time you breathe in and breathe out, remind yourself of that partnership, that divine partnership. We are one. From the one, many, and the many remain one in the unity of all life. For this reminder of the truth and our willingness to live in, through, and as this truth intentionally and consciously in all that we are, think, say, and do, I am eternally grateful. And so it is. And together we say, thank God within and all around us. Amen. Oh, I'm out of order, sorry. We're going to say our statement of being together, please. And I'm actually going to join you because I was reminded that I skipped it. You ready? There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, who is perfect life, perfect intelligence, perfect love, and perfect substance. I am an individualized expression of God. You are an individualized expression of God. We are individualized expressions of God.
You ready now?
I'm ready now. I was ready before.
Just keeping her in line, that's all. Somebody's got to do it, and I am the one to do it. So we are the ones, is what we're going to do right now.
As you start to get this song, sing with us.
We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones. We are. We are the ones. We are. I've been feeling like like I can make a difference. Feeling like there ain't no use. Feeling tired and a little unconscious. Coming up with every kind of excuse till I realize it's not all up to me. When we join together, we shape our destiny to see the world where we are living as one. Can be, shall be, shall be done. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones. We are. We are. We are the ones. We are. We are. No one else gonna make the changes. No savior gonna drop from the sky. Nothing left to do but awaken. 'Cause it's really up to you and I. Take it one step at a time. Stand together with your head in mind, and we will see the world we've been dreaming about. We need it now, the time is now. There ain't no doubt. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who can make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones. We are. We are. We are the ones. We are. We now let's sing, I am the one. I am the one that I've been waiting for. I am the one who will make a difference. I am the one who will change the world. I am the one. I am. I am the one I've been waiting for. I am the one. I am. You are.
Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Wow, you guys are good. I think the Mormon Tabernacle Choir should be a little worried. Just a little bit. Woo. Woo. Okay. So we're going to start as we usually do by using our core value affirmation. I'm going to ask you to recite this with me if you would, please. As community, we share a sense of connection and belonging. We create and make decisions collaboratively as we serve and rely upon one another. Starhawk, you can go ahead to the next slide if you'd like, if you can. Okay. Starhawk, and for those of you who know I'm from Seattle and an avid Seahawks fan, that's Starhawk, not Seahawk. Starhawk, who's a Native American, teaches celebration is the spirit of community in action. When we celebrate together, we create strong bonds of trust and intimacy, and we celebrate spirit moving in and through and as our individual and collective lives. And so today, we are taking time out to celebrate our community. This has been a year where we have really become community in powerful ways, coming together truly as community. And you know, we get caught up in that cycle of doing and on to the next activity, and sometimes we don't stop, or we forget to stop and celebrate what we've already done together. So today, it's just going to be a big celebration of what we've done together in community. And that will give us the energy and the impetus and the creativity to move forward in even bigger and more powerful ways. When Hurricane Ian hit, I drove up to this property and the day after. And much to my surprise, I wasn't here for very long until people just started coming out of nowhere. And we had, I don't know, in excess of 14, 15 people just show up and start working to clear things out. I mean, because we would not have been able to do Sunday service that week. It was, you couldn't get in. And by Sunday, you couldn't tell that Ian had even happened. And so here's a composite of some of the folks that helped out. Sam and I single-handedly took that gigantic pine tree out of the labyrinth. Right, Sam? Back me up on this. Not really. If you were part of that cleanup crew, please stand up and be recognized by your community. And there were others who are not necessarily here today, but let's, thank you. Thank you so much for taking care and loving up this property on that day. We did some fun things in community as well. It wasn't all work. It was hard work, but, we had fun that day, actually, even though we were working hard and sweating and wow, and oh my God, I thought I could not move for a few days after that. I had muscles show up that I thought were long gone, right? But it was fun. It was fun to do that together. But we found some other little bit easier ways to have fun as we went along. And so I had this idea this year. I thought, wouldn't it be cool to do trunk and treat? Because I feel so bad because kids don't get to do what we did, where we went around to everybody's house and we got tons of candy. So one day I'll tell you a horrible story about myself on Halloween, but we'll wait on that. I was bad. I was very bad. But I thought, wouldn't it be great if we could create some semblance of that for kids? And so I said, let's encourage people to bring their car, dress up, bring their cars, put candy in the trunk, lift the trunk, and we'll let kids know and families know to come, right? Well, I happened to mention that to, I think, Matthew and Bella, and they just, ran with it, got other people all engaged, and this is what happened. Thank you, Bella, for putting that together. Not only the event, but the video. If you were a part of creating that, which should be pretty much most of you who were here that day, because we all dressed up and gave out candy, so we at least did that much. But the team that made that happen, stand up and be recognized. There you go. Wow. So get ready for next year, guys, because I have a feeling it's going to be even bigger. We also, this year, in the month of November, we journeyed from Kansas to the Emerald City of Oz. And so let's take a look and see what some of the things were that happened there. Lisa Arundale as Dorothy. Tug as Toto. He couldn't be here today. He had another engagement. Reverend Susie as Professor Marvel. And Rob Kinman Satori. And finally, you guys, all of you did this. Hundreds and hundreds of pairs of shoes and socks that went to Mothers Helping Mothers to go to kids who needed those before the holidays. We just outdid ourselves. And I thank you all. And I want to thank Tim also. He helped participate. We didn't get a picture of you, but we don't get all the pictures. But if you had anything to do with this, which will be most of you who were here then, because everybody gave shoes and socks, stand up and be recognized as your community. Geez, Peg, what are we going to give away next year? A whole wardrobe, probably. So community is about getting involved, getting engaged, getting committed, taking ownership of your own spiritual community. You know, Unity of Sarasota can be where you go to church, or it can be your spiritual community, your spiritual home. You know, you can show up for services, or you can invest in service to others in connection with the rest of your community. It begins with the commitment of individuals who take that on and commit to widening circles of inclusion that include more people. Like today, we're including some new people, and I hope you'll start to get involved and engaged like these folks have already. Because together we weave the perfect pattern of spiritual connectedness and love, and it can only happen through all of you. That's how it works. It doesn't happen by any one person. Starhawk again says, somewhere there are people to whom we can speak without having the words catch in our throats. Somewhere a circle of hands will open to receive us. Eyes will light up as we enter. Voices will celebrate with us whenever we come into our power. Community means strength that joins our strength to do the work that needs to be done. Arms to hold us when we falter. A circle of healing, a circle of friends, someplace where we can be free. To have community like that, we must first be community like that. You know, often we think of community as a noun, but it's really an active verb. It's an active state of being, and it requires action to come to life. And that action can only happen through all of us together. It requires energy and the talents and the ideas of many and diverse people. Together, we create outcomes that are far greater than any one of us can possibly do. But together, nothing is impossible. In fact, everything is possible. One of my teachers, Reverend Noel McGinnis, said, alone, A-L-O-N-E, alone is only one L away from all one. Right? Let's put that L in there and be all one, okay? And, you know, greater still what happens in community are that relationships are built, connections are made. I want to give you an example. I'm sorry I don't have pictures of this, but Soul Sisters, Caroline, where are you? Stand up. Caroline had this idea during COVID, and we couldn't do it during COVID, and after COVID, we did. And she created what's called Soul Sisters. Women get together twice a month here and have conversation and support one another, and it's mushroomed into little offshoots and all kinds of cool things happening. That's what I'm talking about. We make connections and relationships that often last a lifetime. Even if we move away and go to different places, there's still those connections. And now we're weaving the whole country and the whole world together. Isn't that cool? If you've been part of Soul Sisters, stand up and be recognized. And actually, I think they're about 30 strong or so, maybe more. 40, now they're 40, so look out, man, they're taking over. So you soul brothers better get busy. That's all I got to say. So, and thank you, Caroline, for carrying through that idea and holding it until we could actually do it when we came back from COVID. The holidays brought people together in service. The Christmas decorating team, again, Bella was quite involved in that. Big surprise. They really dazzled us with what I like to say is simple elegance, very classy decorations. Let's take a look at part of the team at work. They did the decorations all over the building, and I want to thank you for that because it was tasteful, it was beautiful, it was wonderful, and we felt the love that went into it. So thank you all. And you know, I suspect they had a pretty good time doing it too, am I right? Yeah, so you might want to get involved in that next time around, or whatever other holidays are coming. Easter's coming. That's all I need to say. I'm sure it'll be very spectacular now. Excuse me. We use the holidays also to reach out to help others. And so Betty, with her infamous giraffe collection, did a giraffe auction like she did last year, and I want you to just see a part of that giraffe auction. And the money went to our education fund so that no one ever is denied a workshop or a class. There are all those giraffes. All right. Thank you, Betty, for doing that. And here's a sneak peek at all the toys we collected for Mothers Helping Mothers in that toy box. That toy box got dwarfed like immediately. I thought it was a pretty big toy box, but you know, pretty soon it was kaput. So can you show the next slide with all the people that helped to make that? Look at that. All these people, if you were part of helping with the toy box for Mothers Helping Mothers, stand up. If you donated toys, stand up. There's some back there. All right, I mean, we were amazing. We were amazing what we had managed to do. And, you know, we had an angel tree as well. I'm sorry I didn't get pictures of the angel's tree. But, we had 3 or 4, we had a bunch of stuff going on all at once, and people were worried, oh my gosh, it won't work if we have all these many things. You know what? It did work, and we filled up everything. That's you. That's all of you. I want to show you what happened with the toy delivery. Mothers Helping Mothers were blown away. Sorry, it's not bigger. Okay, wait, we have a technical specialty thing going on here.
Thank you so very much to the Unity group for bringing 6 very full boxes of toys. That is fabulous. And then she's got a couple more fun big items to bring around. Let's see. All right, what do we have? Ooh, Shamu and a big old dog.
They had a hard time wrestling those away from those two.
Thank you for the donations to everybody.
Woo! And then I had another very small idea that got bigger. I decided this year as my Christmas present to Unity of Sarasota that I finally wanted to get that patio off the bookstore available for us to actually use, because in the whole time I've been here we couldn't use it because it was done wrong and it was dangerous, you know, for people to be out there. So my Christmas present to Unity was to pay for getting a new patio out there. And so I said, you know what would be cool is when the weather gets better and we'll, have a big kickoff out there, not a big one, a little one. I said, I'm going to put caution tape up because I'm going to do a ribbon cutting of the caution tape because we don't have to be cautious anymore, right? That was all I said. Well, Bella and her crew again ran away with it, and this is what happened. It snowed this day in Florida. And again, thank you, Bella, for putting that video together. How cool is that? Wow. Wow. See, we can work together, we can play together, we can have fun together, we come together, get to know each other, and it's wonderful. We've extended our outreach out into the world as well. We have sent several thousands of dollars to Ukraine, to the World Central Kitchen, to feed Ukrainians. You can go to that next slide. And we started that when the war began to dedicate every first Wednesday evening all of the proceeds to Ukraine. And we've gotten some very generous donations. And we have continued to do that. And it is my commitment, and I hope it will be carried through, that it will continue until the war is over, and maybe beyond that, because they'll need help then too. So thank you all for participating in that. If you've participated in helping Ukraine, please stand up. We've also sent hurricane relief to other places, various places that were hurt worse than we were. And we always, our ministers and our chaplains, and I know all of you are constantly sending prayers out across the country and out into the world. And now we have Reverend Matthew here, who has worked at Unity's Silent Unity, and he's always making sure that they're apprised of the things that we are in prayer about as well. So thank you for that, Reverend Matthew. And truly, 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 we are creating a world that works for all. Little by little, we're doing it. We are doing it. So thank yourselves for that. I'm so encouraged to see this community becoming and being really true community. And this is what I have to say about it. There is not the minister and the church and its members. There is only the church as its members and attenders. The body of our spiritual community is made up of individuals who are its hands, feet, head, and heart. And within the body of the community moves the spirit of the community, and that is you. That is you. The minister merely serves the community. You are the community. You are it. You are what activates and brings the community to life. And I couldn't be happier about that. Another another aspect of community we played around with a little bit this year, and hopefully we'll do so more. So I totally rearranged the chairs and freaked you out. They were in little conversation pods, and we had conversations with one another as a few of our Sunday services. And it was really wonderful. I was thrilled that I had a hard time getting you to shut up, because you were engaging with one another. That's community. This is not community. This, and you engaging, that's community. That's community. That's what makes it come to life. That's where the action is. So now I want to share something that I shared with the Board of Trustees at our November meeting. Albert Schweitzer said that the hardest thing I've ever had to do is follow the guidance I've prayed for. And I've had some firsthand experience with that recently. I have ignored, I have pushed away, I've resisted, and I have wrestled with Spirit's guidance for quite a while now. And I finally made myself get still and listen and contemplate and pray about the guidance that Spirit was giving me. And I've realized and come to accept that my service as senior minister here at Unity of Sarasota is coming to a close. I will be leaving at the end of February. I feel a very powerful call for a new phase of my own ministry. Where, when, what, I have no idea. That's kind of how Spirit deals with me. Tells me, thank you so much, this is complete. And when you need to know what's next, I'll let you know. But I feel it, I can't explain it, I know it's right. Spirit and I have done this dance more than a time or two. Guidance, God, you and I dance. So I know it's right, and I have the faith to follow the call, even when I don't see or know what it is. And I know that there's a call for you too, as community, and you've already stepped into it. And I fully anticipate you will continue to do that. Please don't let me down. Be the community I know you can be. Discerning Spirit's call requires a balance between listening to one's own heart and the quiet spaces in between thoughts, and also balancing it with paying attention to the people and the conversations and the synchronicities all around us. And sometimes it means paying attention to what Spirit is revealing and saying to us, through us. I've gotten Spirit's guidance in these last few months through pieces of music that pop up, through something another person will say to me, through clear messages of some of the things that are no longer mine to do. And interestingly enough, the clearest and most profound messages of that spiritual guidance have come through my own voice. Not while I'm preparing my talks, but when I hear myself speak them, I've suddenly gone, whoa, I should pay attention to this. This is Spirit speaking to me. And so I started listening. And while I don't have the details, I know that it's time for me to move to the next greater yet to be for me, and it's time for you to move to your greater yet to be. And it will be greater still. I know it. I want to tell you a little bit about my white stone story. In 2018, before I was offered the position here, I came to the white stone ceremony. And I picked this stone right here. And I wrote on it, Spirit guides me to my next ministry. And I took it home and I put it on my altar. And I'd look at it every day. And then in March, I was offered this position and I came here. This was my next ministry. Well, a few months ago, I was walking by that altar and I happened to look down at the white stone, and it's completely blank and white again, waiting to be written upon. So please surround me in prayer as I listen to that guidance and know what needs to be written on this white stone. And even a bigger prayer that I follow the guidance. It's a bittersweet time for me. Leaving is not easy. It's not easy. And yet the call to a new ministry feels exciting. So let's make the most of the time we have left together. I'm not going anywhere until the end of February, and I'm going to be as engaged, committed, and having ownership as I always have. And I ask that you do the same. And let's have some fun together before March. Deal? All right.
We love you.
Thank you for that. I just want to tell you another quick story that will help you to know that everything's going to be fine. What's one of my newest favorite sayings? In the end, everything will be okay. If everything is not okay, it is not yet the end. So wait. I just want to tell you a story about a community I was involved in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. They spent more time, it was a Center for Spiritual Living, Coeur d'Alene. They spent more time without a minister than they did with one in the time that I knew them. I was in ministerial school, and I got invited on a fairly regular basis to go over there for weekends and teach a workshop, do some prayer work with them, speak. And Lisa would go with me. We were roommates in Seattle at that time. And Lisa would go with me, and we'd do the music as well. So we'd make a whole weekend of it. And what was remarkable about that community is that they were engaged, they were committed, and they had taken ownership. Not only did they survive without a minister for a very, very long time, they thrived and grew. So just know that everything is not dependent on a minister. A minister is part of the community, but you're the community. You can not only survive until you find your next perfect minister, you will thrive if you so choose and intend and make it so. I just want you to know that. If they can do it in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, which, by the way, used to be the neo-Nazi capital of the United States at that time, if they can thrive under those circumstances, believe me, you can. Believe me, you can. So do it, all right? Promise me that. And finally, I want to share something with you that I found this in the family room. I was walking through there, and I looked down on the little table, the kids' table, and I found this piece of paper. Go ahead. And I just want to say, I too have loved it here. So let's just take a moment in silence. Move into your heart. Feel that chair beneath you, and imagine that it is Father, Mother, God's Spirit holding you, lifting you, caressing you, guiding you. Breathe. Breathe in deeply. Exhale fully. Remind yourself of the truth. And as I always do, I say, blessings on your journey of being community. Focus on faith in our unity principles. Focus on unity of Sarasota's vision and values, because you are beacons of light and love, opening minds, touching hearts, and transforming lives. You are a transformational force for good. Focus on each other. You are this community. And so it is. And together we say, thank God within and all around us. Amen.
Because the one I love lives inside of you, I lean as close to you as I because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can, because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can, because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can, because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can, because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can, because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can, because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can, because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can. Because the one I love inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can, because the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can, 'cause the one I love lives inside of you. I lean as close to you as I can. Wait, that wasn't meant to be funny. You think we need to?